believe, become, be great.
What's cracking? What's cracking? What's cracking? What's cracking, baby? That's like my go-to line. But no, for real, I want to know what's cracking. Come on. Like, follow, subscribe, share. Put this out there. If anybody wants to be a guest, you already know what to do. Hit me up. I got a lot of guests coming on. So for the second straight week, boom. Hey, I'm here. All right? So, again, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Last week's episode, there's a lot of great things. Now, one thing I did say last week, and I decided to save it, is the story of how we got in contact with Cash Money Records. All right? So I am going to start off first by saying that a lot of people's ego affects the money to be made that people want. Who doesn't want money out there? But check this out. The ego affects the amount of money that is really to be made. There is, and I thought about this on the way here, there's a lot of people that their ego gets in the way. We all know those egotistical people that think they're the shit. They think they got it together. They think they're balling. They try to showcase what they are portraying to be because of the image. Man, well, guess what? A lot of people ain't going to want a damn thing to do with you if you have an ego and you haven't done shit. And what I mean don't do shit, I don't mean just, let me put out, let me put out videos and let me wake up and try to make it big on TikTok. Trying to take the easy way out. How many people take the easy way out and actually make something of their life? Come on now. Think about the most successful people in the world. You think they woke up and decided to try and do stuff on TikTok for the rest of their life? I'm going to try it for 10, 20 years before it's too late. No. Put the work in. Don't allow your ego to affect you, because I'm telling you right now, one thing I promise you, there's money out here to be made. Money out here to be made. You just got to know how to get it. You can't just walk in thinking that, man, I see this person doing that, I'm going to try that. No. Why? If that person made it big on TikTok, clearly there's something that they triggered or that they did. It's very rare that it would happen to multiple people all at once, or else everybody would be doing it. It's the same thing as, guess what? If wealthy was easy, everybody would be doing it. If getting rich was easy, everybody would be doing it. There's a reason why celebrities are celebrities. There's a reason why wealthy people are wealthy people. People bash wealthy people all they want, but guess what? We don't know the work they put in. I could sit here and tell you the amount of work that I put in over the years. I could tell you the countless hours of sleep that I've actually gotten. I was one of those ones that, bashing the rich people this, rich people that. I was one of those. Guess what? Now that I'm on this fence of seeing the work put in, trust me, until you really put the work in, just worry about your life.
Juggernaut shit. Cypher serve. You gotta pursue it if you wanna be great. No time for hate, that shit stupid. Remove it and conjugate.
All right, so I want to get into the story before, because it's going to lead me to what my main point is, the ego versus money. So we get this call from Too Hot Radio, right? Like, okay, we want so-and-so to, different artists to come out. This is what's required, blah, blah, blah. So in order to go out there, what we had to do as an artist, you have to sell 10 tickets. So guess what we did? We went and got sponsors. We end up going out to New Orleans, again, during the Super Bowl. Now, here's the story of how we actually met Hollywood. So we're at the station, we're waiting. There was 103 people on the platform. Excuse me, 103 people. So they tell everybody, like, okay, we're gonna put out, hey, if you want videos done, it's $100 for video. Giving you guys a deal. If you want pictures, normally we charge $50. I'm sorry, videos were going for $500, but they were doing it for $100. The photo shoots were going for $100, but they were willing to do it for $50 because that was kind of our like appreciation for being there. Their appreciation for all the artists being there and stuff. So I tell Jax, I go, hey, you want to do a photo shoot? We're like, yeah, okay. So I tell the president, hey, you want to do a photo shoot? Okay, boom, send the money. So now, mind you, this is at a warehouse, all right? The studio, he has, there's the studio, then there's the warehouse portion where he can do music videos and all that. So I was kind of joking around, kind of fucking around with him. I said, hey, I go, where's the backdrop at? I go, is it up there? And I kind of point up because they had like on top of, so in the warehouse, on top of where you keep like extra storage, I seen graffiti up there. So I'm like, I go, is that where it's at up there, or is it anywhere? And he said, no, it's anywhere. He goes, if you want to check upstairs, I could take you upstairs. He was kind of hesitant, which I don't know if he was kind of thinking like, oh, should I take him up there? Should I not? So anyway, so we go up, I'm like, yeah, I'd like to see up there. So we go up there, and all of a sudden I run into this guy and just start talking to him and stuff. I'm like, man, I love what you're doing here. Like, this is an amazing event, amazing opportunity. Especially for a radio station to be doing this type of thing. He said, oh, I don't own the station. I just own the property. And I was like, oh, okay. I go, it's a nice property though, man. I go, do you like lease it? Okay, so you're the lease, right? You lease it? And he said, no. He goes, I own the actual building itself. He goes, this is my studio. And I was like, oh, I go, wow. I go, okay. Studio's dope. They have, place to do photography. I'm like, man, this is a nice ass spot, and so I go, I'm Derek, by the way. He goes, I'm Hollywood. He goes, the studio's named after me, Hollywood Pompeii. I was like, oh, okay. I go, okay, now I'm with you. Now I'm tracking what you're, okay. And so I just let him know, yeah, we're out of Colorado. We took this opportunity. I love being here. Never been to New Orleans. We have stuff we're doing out in Colorado. We got this cipher going on. We got like all this different things. A few of the things I named. And I said, we're actually throwing a show for, I don't even want to say the name, but for Wu-Tang Killer Bees, I will say. I go, we're throwing a show for so-and-so, Wu-Tang Killer Bees. And so he said, he sat me down and he said, that's dope, man. He goes, yeah, I'm an executive with Cash Money Records. And it was like, oh, shit. It was like, oh, that's dope. So we were talking. Well, so then we go down and because he has something he was doing. So it was like, okay, so it took me back down. So then Tab and Jex come up with me as we're actually doing the photo shoot at this point. And they start talking to him, but they didn't realize that that was him. The guy that I was telling them about was the exact guy they were talking to. So then he starts showing us the social media, starts showing us all this stuff with Cash Money Records, and it is very much like blew my mind that multi-millionaire right here who's we're just conversating with. There's a lot to take out of this. There's a lot to take out of this. The first thing I want to say, I've said this on multiple occasions. You never know who you're going to run into. You never know who you're going to talk to. Have a great attitude. I didn't know this dude was the multimillionaire that I was talking to, that I was literally having a conversation with. All I knew was I'm there to connect. I'm there to really genuinely invest in people. That's all I knew. I don't care who's in my path. If you're gonna communicate back with me, you're gonna associate with me. Guess what? Let's have a conversation. folks, I can't stress it enough. Always have a positive attitude wherever you go, where it does not matter where you go. I was legitimately talking to a multimillionaire right in front of me, and I never would have known had my attitude been shitty, had I not, shown investment in him first. We wouldn't have had the conversation. I started talking to him first. There's so much to take out of this story. And especially the fact that now we are in a partnership. Shout out to Revelation Media. Shout out to Chris. Shout out to Demetrius, PJ, Jex, Tab, Brandon, Aaron over at Generational Opportunities. Guess what? We have everybody involved now. Not only do we have everybody involved, but we have something that has never been done in hip-hop history on the horizon that we are currently planning. I can't wait to get this out, because this is mind-blowing to be a part of history like this. Hip-hop of all things. Hip-hop history. Oh. So, back to my point, ego versus money. This dude was humble. Humble as fuck. He didn't have an ego. Can he have an ego? Hell yeah, he can have an ego. This dude is a multimillionaire. An executive from Cash Money Records. Why shouldn't he have an ego? Because he has the right attitude. And there's a reason why he is a multimillionaire. There's a reason why he's successful. There's a reason for it. That's how I'd want to be. I want people to recognize either you're going to have a fucked up attitude and you're going to get gone, or hey, I like your attitude. Let's work. Now, that wasn't the only thing, and I'm not going to go on the record and say the conversation that we had. But I will say that he liked our presence. He liked who we were so much that he's helping us out. He's helping us out. I will say that. And I appreciate, again, this is all in God's timing. I mean, I'm telling you right now, if you have an ego and you haven't done shit with your life, you better fucking check yourself. I'm going to tell you that right now. Check your fucking ego. Because if you're out here trying to show that, like, oh man, I'm alpha and omega, if you're whatever your purpose is, if you really out to be the best, you're going to be out to be the best. You're not going to be out to, harm and attack other people just because you want to feel like you're high up on a higher pedestal. Because guess what? Your ceiling could be my ground floor, and I'll be sure to make sure that that's exactly what it is. So check your fucking ego. People are going to be saying, "Oh, we have an ego right now." It's not an ego. This ain't, again. This is my podcast. Peeling back to greatness. I'm peeling back how I feel. And what I'm here to do is to help others, help you guys be the greatest and the most successful that you can be. Because not only am I in the middle of doing this, but I haven't even been a year removed from learning all this in school. But guess what? I damn sure know I have the right attitude, and I'm willing to get after it. And those are the two most important things. Being ready. A lot of people ain't ready. I can't tell you how many people that I've tried to give opportunity to. Like, hey, let's get together here. Let's game plan here. Hey, this is what I want to bring people into the fold and give them opportunity. But not everybody's ready. Not everybody's equipped for success. And that's okay. It's not for everybody. But if you really want something out of life, promise you it's right over here, baby. So have the right attitude and always make sure that you're at the end of the day that you are the best person you possibly can be without having an attitude or, just get right. Just get right. Remember, the mind will take you further than the heart ever will. Just get right and you'll be good. Until next week, I appreciate you guys. I love you. Have a good week.